Part 2, October 25th. I love the smell of paint in the sunshine. Today we painted the gig outside the boathouse, father and me together, and he began talking about Billy again. He's been talking more about him lately. I wish he wouldn't, because he only ends up tormenting himself. Always the same impossible questions that I can't answer. Why? Why did he go off like that? Where's he gone? Why doesn't he come home? I just wish I had the courage to tell him and to tell him straight. It's because you would keep shouting at him, because he was sick of milking cows all day in, day out, sick of slaving on the farm every hour of every day. But he wouldn't understand, and it wouldn't do any good anyway. It wouldn't bring Baddy Billy back, would it? So we were painting all day. Mother and Granny May brought us out some bread and water, and I sat down and admired the gig, sleek in the sun, shining, gleaming jet black. No one spoke. No one talked. When no one talks, it means we're all thinking of Billy, or of how long we can last out here on Briar with the cows gone and no money coming in. When Granny May looks at me and smiles, I know she's thinking about Turtle. I was looking out to sea today, and I was thinking, they're out there, Billy and our Turtle, both of them. Maybe one day our Turtle will swim right underneath Billy's ship. They'll meet in mid-ocean and never know it. Maybe. We finished painting the gig by sunset. A cold wind was getting up and my hands were numb. Everyone came down to the boathouse to look. The chief said how fine she looked and how she'd move faster through the water now that she was painted. And I said she'd go a lot faster still if I rode in her. They all laughed, but I wasn't joking. Father knew it. I caught his eye. He wasn't angry. I really think he was proud of me, just for a moment. Mother looked so grey these days and thin. She's always gazing out of the window, looking for Billy. She's waiting for him. She and Father scarcely speak at all. Only Granny May talks, and she talks more to herself than anyone else. I'm hungry. We're all hungry. November 1st. The cold of winter has crept into the house, into my room and into my bed. I curl up tight. I pile on blankets, but I can't keep warm. Mother says I'm sickening for something. Granny May stayed in her bed in Billy's room all day. She has a cough on her chest that won't leave her. And when she's not coughing, there's a silence in the house that frightens me. We had limpets for supper again. There's little else to eat. I sleep a lot and drift from dream to dream. I dreamed of my Turtle again today, and I went in to tell Granny May. She's as white as her pillows. She smiled and said she could never remember her dreams. She said she'll be down again tomorrow when she feels better. She's still cheerful. She's the only one of us that is. She looks older in bed. There's always a dewdrop on the end of her nose. I try not to look at it. The house creaks in the wind like a ship at sea. I'm so cold. November 30th. We are leaving. I read it and I still can't believe I'm writing it. We are leaving Briar for good, forever. And there's others doing the same thing all over the island. Even the chief is leaving. I think that's maybe what finally made up Father's mind for him. He came out with it this evening. Well, if he's going, then that's an end to it. The end of Briar, the end of us. There'll be no one left. We're leaving. You can leave if you want to, said Granny May quietly, but I'm staying put. You hear me? I'm staying put. Mother said what I was thinking. But what if Billy comes back? We won't be here for him. Father spoke sharply without looking at her. We can't spend all our lives waiting for Billy. He didn't have to go off like that, did he? Granny May took Mother's hands in hers. I'll be here, she said. He'll find me, and then he'll find you. He'll come back, you'll see. Mother looked at me and I tried all I could to give her some hope, but she knew I was pretending. She's sitting downstairs now, crushed and sunken in her chair. She doesn't cry, and neither do I. My tears won't come because they don't want to come. The honest truth is that I want to leave. This house is full of sadness and hunger. We're lucky to have one meal a day. There's no bread, no milk, no eggs, only a few soft potatoes and limpets. Oh, there's always limpets. There's no joy, no laughter, no Billy. No one smiles at you anymore as you pass by. No one waves. Everywhere I see stooped figures bending into the wind, faces gaunt with hunger, yellow from too many limpets. Some people have left already. Sally and Sarah and all their family, and Mr. and Mrs. Gibson from the shop. Father says we'll be gone in a week or so, if the weather permits, on the next boat to the mainland. I shan't be sorry. Granny May is sleeping in with me now. We try to keep each other warm. She's so thin. I've told her she must come with us when we leave, but she won't listen. Instead, she whispers in the dark about her turtle. She wonders if we'd have done the same thing now, whether we'd have helped him back into the sea if we'd been as hungry as we are now. Granny May thinks we would, but I'm not so sure. I can't sleep, so I've lit the candle and I'm writing a bit more. More than anything, I feel angry. Maybe that's why I can't sleep. I'm angry we're being driven out of our home, driven off our island, and angrier still that now I shall never be able to row in the gig. Granny May has just woken up. She looked at me and said, I'm telling you, Laura, I am not leaving. You can write that down in your diary. I was born here and I'll die here. I am not leaving. She's sleeping again now. When old people sleep, you can hardly see them breathe. Okay, I'm going to stop there. See you tomorrow.